Hello, hello, hi. Hello, people. Welcome. Happy Easter. We're live. We are back. Happy Saturday. Happy new day. Happy new month. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Wherever you are tuning in from. Welcome. My name is kartiavelino. If this is your first time, please consider clicking on that red button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And for those of you who keep coming back and watching sometimes foolish, stupid content and stuff like that, I applaud you. For those of you who watch and don't leave comments, I applaud you. For some of you who give thumbs up, I love you, love you. For those of you who comment, I love you from moon to the earth to back again from heaven to the world. Yeah! Welcome you guys and happy holiday season. Wherever you are tuning in from, God bless you so much. Before we get started, I would love to share this video. And if you don't mind, if you're here, please tell me exactly where you're tuning in from. Tell me if you are a YouTuber so that I can give you shout out. I love giving shout out to my people. Yes, I love it when I shout them out. Yes, welcome again. 1 second, okay? So I can share this video to Facebook. And then you guys can also help us share this video as well. Okay? And share first of all. What's happening to my network now? Wow, what's going on with my network? 1 minute. Yes, the network comes and goes. Can you guys hear me? Like, can you hear me? Let me hear you. Yeah. You caught me live. God bless you so much. I hope you guys are hearing me. Let me just check it up on my let me check it up on my cell phone just to make sure that the volume is okay. Okay? Yes, the network comes. Yes, okay. At least you guys can hear me. Yeah, you caught me live. You caught me live. God bless you for coming back here. Today, guys, please, when I say consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell, tomorrow is Augusta's 40th birthday. If you are new to this channel, Augusta is one of my co-hosts here. We do live on Saturdays, but we move it on to tomorrow because we are celebrating virtually on this channel tomorrow. We will be 6 other YouTubers on this channel to celebrate Augusta Gold's 40th birthday. So make sure you're tuning in and logging in and turning on your notification bell. It's going to be lots of fun tomorrow. We are going to be dancing till daybreak. And also, however, if you're new or if you haven't heard that, on this channel, I talk mostly about relationship, marriages, love, things, all put together. If you are going through any form of distress, abuse, emotional, psychologically, physically, and otherwise in your marriage, in your relationship, email me at kartiavelino@gmail.com. We can talk about it. If you want to be my guest as well, email me. If you want to have something that is really heavy on your shoulder that you want to let go, please email me at kartiavelino@gmail.com. Yes, so Easter is here. Let me sit back. Yeah. Ooh. Today I am tuning in from my kitchen because I have something in the oven. Usually I sit upstairs in my studio, but I want to be here down here today. It's more light. So again, welcome. So today let's face the facts. Let's talk. There are things that a lot of people are not talking before they dive into marriage. Things are changing. The world is changing. The world is evolving and revolving. We keep saying, oh, the time of the technology, everybody has to be technologically savvy. But there are things also that we are forgetting. When the technology is changing, everything about us should change. The way we get married in this century should change. The things we used to perceive as not being valid needs to change. If you are a Nigerian, last week, Pete Edochie, one of the biggest Nigerian Nollywood industry, made a boo-boo from his mouth because he came from my father's century. So he believes that that's how marriage should be. When he was encouraging women to put condom in their husband's briefcase if the women suspect that their husbands are cheating. He said to put condom in their bag. So there's a lot of things that our forefathers did, our fathers did that are not valid in this today. They are not valid. And I'm going to bring you guys forward to some of the things. Yes, I have my paper. I wrote it down so that I don't make mistake. So those days we used to think, okay, it doesn't matter, men, women can take anything. Your father, your grandfather can marry 100 wives. It was norm, right? Even till this day and age, it's still norm in some cultures. Yesterday, I posted a video about a 27-year-old who wedded two women at the same time. So it's about culture. But even though we're still embracing some cultures and religion, there are things that we don't need to throw off completely. So before you even say I do, whether you're a woman or a man, the first thing you want to consider is family values. Family values is very important. Whenever I talk, I love to talk about from being a Nigerian, from the perspective of being a Nigerian. Family values, let me tell you guys an example. Yes, we know family values can go all the way to religion, right? It is verse. Family values can also be not going to church. Family values could be that your husband to be or your wife to be father does not believe in religion. He's a traditional man, right? So before you dive into there, try to understand the family values. If his family doesn't go to church and you are Mother Teresa, or if you are Jesus Christ, you need to know, not because you're going to marry her or him is going to make her start going to church. That is not how he or she was raised. You have to embrace that. Don't marry somebody and don't say yes and try to convert that person right away. He wasn't going to church. She wasn't a traditional person. You knew that from day one that he or she doesn't go to church, and you marry her today and you want her right away to get up, or him right away to get up early in the morning to follow you to church. It is not his or her family values. It is not their tradition. We younger ones that are still getting married, men or women, you need to consider all those things. They play a very big role. Family values. Or think about that. In the family, he or she is number one. In Igbo, we say Ada or Diokbala, the first one. You know, typical Igbo man. Typical Igbo man. When I tell you typical Igbo man, I am from the eastern part of Nigeria, Newi, Onitsha, Newi, right? A typical Igbo man, it is his responsibility, if he's the first one, to make sure that his siblings go to school. School fees will be paid. Don't say yes, and then when you get married into that family, you expect him to stop catering for his siblings. This is their tradition. This is how they are raised. And this is something he has to carry on. Don't stop halfway and say, why? Now, how are you? Oh, you went fast, eh? Yeah. I hope you didn't speed. Welcome. Don't stop halfway and say, it's all about his family. He's paying the sibling school fees. He's feeding his parents. This is his family values. You need to understand that. Do you have a family value? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about that values that you have to keep carrying on? It might be a burden to him, but it is a tradition in his family where he comes from. So you must have to remember that there is family values. Are you guys sharing this video or just watching? If you're watching, give this video a thumbs up, okay? If you're here, don't hide under the keyboard. Say something so that I know that you are here, okay? Because it's a free lecture. You're not paying me to give you this lecture, so you might as well enjoy it. So we have talked about family values before you say yes. Try to consider that, knowing the family values. The next thing you want to do is to try to figure out his or her past relationship. What happened? How did he break up? With the ex-girlfriend or with the ex-boyfriend? It is very important so that you kind of know the kind of person he is and what really made them to break up. As well as you're trying to find out the past relationship, you have to also learn to read body languages. It goes a long way. From body language, you can know if a guy or a woman is lying. It is very imperative. You don't want to be dating somebody and say yes to somebody who keeps lying and who keeps flaunting the wealth that doesn't belong to him or her. We call it boropose. Boropose. Today he's coming to see you. He will have Mercedes. Go this way. You want to go? Okay. Today he's coming to see you. He's driving Mercedes. He borrowed from somebody to impress you. Tomorrow he's coming to see you. He's wearing a Armani shirt and he's flinging the key just because he wants to impress you. Those are the things you need to know. Family values, lies, past relationship. How did his past or her past relationship ended? Is it somebody that borrows, that swag unnecessarily? Something that you know deep down, or he knows, or she knows deep down that she or he couldn't afford. And then after he marries you now, you guys move into one small house, and then from all those Mercedes to all these big cars, you ended up in Keke na Pepe. He will turn around and tell you, oh, that Mercedes was my auntie's car, was Auntie Katia. She was visiting from Canada, so I had to borrow her car. Don't let them deceive you. Oh, 1 second, because I'm in my kitchen, and this is why I am in my kitchen. I have something in the oven. I have to turn it off. Okay. So, all this excessive push button oven, all this new technology. I don't know them all, but I have to learn. Don't let them deceive you. Oh, Auntie Katia came, Uncle Andy came, I had to borrow the car. You know, last week when I came to visit you, it wasn't really my car. There's nothing wrong in borrowing your auntie's or uncle's car or somebody to come and visit the girlfriend. But when it is excessive and when he doesn't tell you from day one, even though that most women don't like it when men are very honest to them and tell them, you know what, I'm a Danfo driver. Danfo is the boss that we have in Nigeria. I am a Danfo driver. Women should also learn to accept the truth. Because when men lie to you and you succumb because he wants to get you, he wants to get what is under your pants, between your legs. If you say yes at that moment and the ring goes in that finger, sooner or later, things are going to break apart. Yes. From body language, you can tell when they are lying. Something else that I missed in the first time when I was talking about the firstborn being guys should also consider when they're getting married to women, before they get into a woman, they have to know, is she the first one? Is she the Ada? Is she the one that is responsible for feeding her family? Are you able to carry that burden that when you marry her, her 4 sisters and 2 brothers are coming to live with you? These things are family values. Love the sweet. When people fall in love, I'm telling you, it takes me back to when I was 17 and 18, freshly in love. There is nothing you are talking that is getting into this ear. In my language, Farsi, it is said that yes, when everybody is telling you your ears will be blocked, there is nothing, because you are in love. There is nothing wrong with being in love. But if you're talking and considering having a long-lasting relationship from who you are dating, these things are things that you need to bear in mind. And put it at the finger. They say that things that you hide under your fingernails, they stay there, very intact. So those are the things that you need to consider before you say yes. The next big awesome thing that a lot of people miss is finance. Finance is very important. Here, I am not saying that if you are dating a woman for the first time, you should go within 3 weeks or 3 months and start asking her how much is her income, how much is she making. Goes also to guys, to female. Because a guy sleeps with you does not mean that you have to know everything about him. I am coming back. I am going to do a midnight series of this video tonight. We have to talk about something very important. So let's just, so that I don't mess things up. In this video, we are talking about the route, the things you need to know before you say yes. You got to figure out the finance. You need to find out the kind of job he does. Do you know that a lot of women who are getting into marriages and saying yes, if you ask them what their fiancé is doing, or he's into business, what kind of business does he do? You need to know. If he calls you inquisitive monkey, let it be. Let it be. Again, ladies, I am not talking about somebody that is just taking you to bed. I am talking about somebody that you guys have been together and he wants to marry you. That's 2 different things. Somebody that wants to have a long commitment with you. A guy can flip you over, do whatever he wants to do, 2-3 months, and then he will move on. This is not what I'm asking. You don't go and tell a guy that you just met, so what is your job? So how much income does he make? He's not interested with you because you open up and he entered does not mean that he has any relationship with you. Mbano. We're talking about this guy who has taken you to his parents or planning to take you to his parents, and from his eyes, you know that he's ready to settle down. You can know when guys are ready for commitment. Don't push it. Don't push. You will know. When the mango ripes, when Odala ripes, they will fall. So when he is ready, you will definitely know. So try to understand his finance, his job, or her finance, or her job, and what she's doing. You don't want to be dating guys also. You don't want to be dating a girl, a 22-year-old, in university, and she has a phone that you yourself cannot afford, and you're planning to marry that girl. Hello? Is anybody home? Is anybody home? Is there somebody in the house? Or you're dating a girl whom you know that her parents cannot afford to buy her a car. And all of a sudden, she's driving a car. She's flaunting designer's bike. I'm not talking about fake designers, because let me tell you guys, all these big celebrity women hopping in Nigeria, 90% of them carry designers' bags. I know it just by looking at it on the screen. I know that. Okay, so what we're talking about here, yes, if they are able to afford the fake one, there's nothing wrong with it. But there are bags, which me, kartiavelino, even when my husband buy me those bags, I say, nah, return it. Oh, it is too expensive. Let us invest it in real estate. Because let us buy, invest. He will go, nah, you are worth it. You work so hard. Onye nkem, onye mama, it is for you. That's what we are talking about. Not that me cannot afford it. But there are things, there are stages that you have to. My son just walked into the house. Have to finish paying for his university now. Now. Yes. Only if you guys get here and start chipping in some money on this side and say, hey, kartiavelino, hey, this is for you. The super chat will always go a long way. So let me relax on my chair a little bit. I am a little bit further, but at least you guys can hear me. I'm coming to read you guys' questions, right? So you're going to marry a girl. She comes to visit you. Not only does she have one of those phones that are over $2,000 or $3,000, she have 2 or 3 of those phones, and she's flinging it. And before you know it, she's testing, and you need to understand what she's doing. Where is that money coming from? And she will lie to you. My uncle bought it for me. Which uncle? Check that uncle or that auntie and see if the uncle have that kind of phone before that uncle or the auntie can even afford to buy that phone for her. Those are the things that you need to start checking. Check, check, check. There are so many married women on the streets because it's something that they have been doing from Tete, from Kokomaiko. They cannot stop it. So those are the things you as a guy needs to check, put check mark, and see what kind of girl is this girl is. Another one is respect. Respect. A guy that doesn't respect his father, his mother, his elders, especially his own mother, will raise his hands and hit you. Yes. Pay attention to his communications. How does he value other people? Is he the one that berates people's effort? Is he, because there are guys who specializes in berating people's effort and putting other guys down and involved into gossip and jealousy. Jealousy is not only for women. Men jealous other men because other men are doing well. Pay attention. All these little things are clues that you need to know. If they say that this person have this house, he will open his mouth and say, "Ndi ogu ego. Na Yahoo boy, don't mind him." Is it because you don't have? All of a sudden you're putting him down. Were you there to know that he's a Yahoo boy? Were you there? Is this the girl that you want to marry that opens her mouth and keep calling people prostitute? A woman should not call a woman prostitute. Mbano. Now, how do you go out to meet your own friends as a guy, and the woman you want to marry is a woman that doesn't comport and compose herself? And all she does is yeti. She can't even carry on an intelligent conversation. Is this the kind of person? When I talk about intelligent conversation, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to have a college degree or diploma or master's degree. There are people that go to school, but they still cannot carry on important conversation. And tomorrow now, you have an event, you're a business guy, you want to introduce your wife, but you're very ashamed because she couldn't speak English. If you're looking for somebody that speaks English, that can write books, go and marry them now. All these things are things that you have to put into consideration. Don't marry her because she's so beautiful, because see, her titties are still standing up. Hey, I want to marry her. Does she have the values that you want in a woman or in a man? For you, everybody's values are different. What I value in a man might not be what you value in a man. You get so for me, I value man that will put me first before anything. Many women, their wife will drive helicopter, all kinds of car, and for them they will walk out with leg and sell pass. They don't care. Women, you should look for men that put you first. Regardless, it doesn't have anything to do with money. Look for men who can always defend you wherever you are. I don't mean physical altercation because he wants to defend you. Look into those things. Don't marry somebody that is tomorrow, okay, he's aboro, he talks anyhow. Tomorrow you will come and say, oh God, I married Emeka. My mother is so disappointed the way he was speaking the day we went to visit my mother. Are you marrying for your mother or for you? Those things are things. They might sound very flimsy or very cheap talk to you, but it matters a lot. Open your eyes. This is the 20th century. Open your eyes, okay? Another one is prenups. It is very important. Prenups actually should even be number one. People will ask you, African people, they do prenups. So how did I start this video? I started this video by saying that everybody is talking about the millennial age, the age of the computer, of the tech. This prenup also has to come up. Think about it. Oyibo people, since we want to copy white people, we copy only the ones that we like to copy. We want to speak funny. We want to say that women are the leaders in the Western world and stuff. Copy the prenup. You have to. You have to copy. Let me tell you something. You see prenup, so I would say it from the aspect and the angle of people that live in the Western world. It is very, very imperative that you do a prenup. For example, do you guys know that if you owe in this part of the world, let's say in this house that I'm living, right? That I owe the bank $500,000. Whenever you go to sign any paper in the bank, they will ask you, who is the next of kin? You think, let me tell you why they're asking you for the next of kin. If you die, if anything happens, your children, your next of kin will pay for that. You guys don't know that? Next of kin, okay, I put my children. Put your children. When anything happens, they will come for you. So prenup is very, very important. As a woman, I have all this big house. I have my cars. I have everything. I work hard. And then I married somebody, which maybe nobody's getting married and having at the back of their head that they will be divorced. And then some guy, or even vice versa, a guy will have all these things, marry a woman, and you bring that woman who does not own anything. And when the time for divorce comes, you guys are dragging the house that you have worked so hard for 20 years or 10 years to do. You guys will be dragging it. You have to. Nobody is saying that something. Those are the two reasons why you should do prenup. One is that the bank will come for you as a next of kin. You have to write it down, what your wife will have and what she does not have access to. Two, in case you guys are divorcing, what are you going to get and what she's not going to get? Hello, Nne, we are not praying for this marriage, but because I work so hard to put these things together, just in case anything happen, you will take only 20%. Is that fair enough? Is that fair enough? Talk about it. There is nothing wrong with talking about it. Talk about it. If you live in Africa, the woman or the man will tell you, hey, we don't do that too. Since when did you carry Oyibo style? This is Oyibo style. The YouTube you are watching is Oyibo style. Oyibo style. The white wedding we go to do in church is Oyibo style. We are known for traditional marriages. White marriages are not for us, but we copied that and it has been going for us. So you copy prenup, try to make it work. Yes. Prenup is something that people are always forgetting. Another key thing, before you say yes to somebody, actually somebody called me, and this is why I put that point in here. She had 3 children. Her husband wants her to make 3 more babies. 6 children. She says she can't do it because she's tired and her body is aging and she have a couple of fibroid operations. You know what her husband told her? Oh, if you're not ready to make me another baby, I can find another woman to make me children out there. Hello? Anybody home? These is things that you guys have to talk about. If we get married today, if we're planning to get married, how many children can we have? If God says yes, because at the end of the day, it's what God says, right? You can plan about having 2 children or 3 children or 5 children, but the pregnancy is not coming. But if God allowed that to happen, how many children should we have? Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's take it from the Muslim side. If you are a Muslim, not all Muslims marry 2, 3, 4 wives. I don't know. They have different categories of Muslim. Find out who you're marrying. What part of Muslim does he come from? Is he the ones that marry 2, 3, 4 wives? Are they the ones that marry only one? You cannot say that you're a Muslim and you know that they marry many wives and you engage yourself and you marry and you get married to him and you become wife number 1 and tomorrow he will tell you, baby, pack one side, I have to marry another woman. Trouble will come because you did not ask that, you didn't know from day one. Sometimes they say that love is blind. Love is blind, but love will also unblind you at the same time. Things start making your prep. They say prep. You know, in those days before we get into university, we do extramural classes. I don't know what it's called now. They prepare you. Even now in this part of the world, you take your courses a little bit at a time before you dive into the main university. And here, when you go to eat in big restaurant, you will eat your what is that called again? I don't eat out. Appetizer, and you eat the main food. Talk about, I don't mean to talk it only one time. It's a conversation that needs to keep going on and ongoing. The next one is to make sure that there is communication. A lot of you guys shy away from communicating certain things. Talk about anything talkable. In this channel, I have also narrowed down to things that you guys, communication is not, okay, the kids are going to university, you have to pay the school fees. Okay, we are going into vacation, how much is the plane ticket? Talk communication, including even when you fart, when you poop. What color is the poop? Is it because you're taking iron? Hey, baby, come. My baby, my poop is so black. Why now? Hey, nah, it's because you ate so much vegetable yesterday. It is because you're taking iron tablet. All those things are communication. They are communication. Baby, how do I look? I shaved my facial hair today. Do I look tantum? Do I look okay? Communication. Now, how do you feel? Oh, after giving you 3 children, I am going sour, down south. How do I look now? Can you help me choose the best bride to help me push it up? It is communication. Even before you get into having children, talk about certain things and see if he or she is comfortable to take that conversation. Don't go and get yourself into somebody that when you talk about certain things, he will say, baby, please park aside. Where did you learn that? Why are you talking about this? We will talk about it. Talk about it. We will. We will talk about it. Why? Why can't we talk about it? Hey, Mbano, we talk about it. Another thing that you want to know, when I talked about the job that the guy or the woman is doing. Women, it is very imperative that you find out the kind of business. Is he the one that involves him traveling around the world? Let me just sit back. Oh, well, I'm sweating even though it is cold in Canada. Is this the job that involves him traveling around the world? Are you okay to take it when he leaves you for 2 weeks or 1 month? Is that okay with you? Don't just because your body they sweet you want to get married. You're already 30 years, everybody's getting married. And this guy, you live in Nigeria, this guy lives in Oman because he works in oil industry and his company puts him there and he goes and comes. Are you able to stand it for how long? Or you rather be where you are and marry somebody that does not work in the oil industry, but you can have access to him or to her anytime. Those are things that you need to consider before you say yes. I always speak my language, and I'm sorry whenever I speak. If you don't understand, I'll try a little bit to explain. If an asshole son if they sweet you today, tomorrow it will pay you. Because you want to prove to your guests, my fiancé lives in Oman, my fiancé lives in America, his company sent him over to America. After 3 months he'll be back. Okay, after 3 months he will come back, stay with you for 2 months, go back to America again for another 5 months. Is this what you want to do? Is this the life you want to live? Or are you doing that because you just want to prove to your friends that you are married? If you say yes and you don't like it, as time goes on, you will be tired. Tired. You can't take that anymore. Marriage is a school. It is a school. It is an institution that it is never-ending institution. So sometimes I look at the younger ones that don't understand what marriage is. Oh, he said he will marry me. We are getting married. Uju just got married. Amaka got married. Cynthia got married. Hey, go only end from my side though. I will get married. Do you know what you're getting into? Do you know what you're getting into? There is something our people don't talk. Even the educated ones, the civilized ones, the ones that live in Nigeria, the ones that live in Kenya, the ones that live in America, only few of them. Our people don't talk about life insurance. When I'm telling you guys before you say yes, a guy is not going to meet you today and marry you tomorrow. A guy is not going to meet you now, take you to bed, and after that, he will give you a ring. It's during the conversation, during the stretch period when you guys are married, are dating, that all these things will be coming out. If you don't know how to come open, take style, ask him with style. Hey, do you know that the other day, kartiavelino was talking about life insurance? What do you have to say about that life insurance, Seth? is it important that people should have life insurance? Just to test him or her and see where his mind is going. Because a friend told me that she opened up about life insurance. You know what her husband told her? Hey, you want to kill me now? You want to kill me so that you will take all my money. You're thinking about life insurance. These things are things you need to talk about. The days of our parents are gone. You know why? When I say that the days of our parents, when our parents die, all the burden goes on us. So till here, you see people every time they are raising money for their deceased parents that live in Africa. Deceased parents live in Africa. You live here. But every now and then, there is group. People are contributing money to do funeral for somebody that lives in Africa. When you have a life insurance, it's less burden on your children, on the people around you, on the people that love you. It's a communication. Talk about it. Don't wait until after marriage to start talking about it. Find a life insurance, because when people die, they are dead. It's only the living that will suffer most of the time. Start planning about life insurance. Are we gonna have one if we get married? Or what do you think about that? Oh, I think it's going to be nice if we can have life insurance. We don't know who's going to go first, though. At least these children will be comfortable if anything happens. Take style, take idea. Not everything you will come out front and say, especially if you know who you're dating. Not everything you will come out and say, kartiavelino said that there is a life insurance. Okay, I'm calling life insurance tomorrow. Let us just start to do it. We are Africans, right? There are still things that a lot of Africans don't understand. And if you're joining now, what I'm talking about is when we tell ourselves that we are in the millennial time age, when things are changing. It doesn't only change about the technology, about you watching me right now, because I am in Canada and you are from another part of the world. It's like we're in the same room. Everything has to evolve and revolve. Yes, talk, have communication. And if you're joining now, please come back here by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We are going to be doing a virtual party for Augusta Gold. She's turning 40 next week. So where you are in the world does not stop you from having fun from one another. We will party till dawn. Here, Gidigba. Put on your dancing shoes. You can stay in your house and be dancing and be popping champagne. Don't miss that. Now I have been talking so much. I want to read you guys' comment. I think I'm gonna, because the computer is a little bit far, I'm going to read it from my phone so that I can know what you guys are talking about. Yes, I'm reading our comments. I'm shouting you guys out. I'm using my, I hope I see my comments. So. Chikeli, you are here. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Chikeli is one of us. We are going to Gidi tomorrow. Like I told you guys that usually we are here on Saturdays for live, but we move it over to tomorrow because of Augusta's birthday. My family must be blessed anytime I die, regardless. Excuse me. Chibi Ike Dinobi, God bless you. Yes, they will be blessed. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I agree with you on prenups. I'm encouraging it here in Kenya. Hi, Rachel. Rachel, you keep hiding under the shadow. You don't want to come to this channel as my guest. Yes, thank you so much. I see you. Before then, attempt to contract a marriage with a woman or man of this generation who is below 24 or 25 at your own peril. Okay, very true. Rachel, you also say science says that most people brain develop at 24 and 25. It's not science, it is real. Yes, and this is why I don't encourage marriage at 24 or 25. But because we are Africans, many women at 24, they are always telling themselves that they're too old to get married. There is no way, male, female, that I can encourage anybody below the age of 28 or 29 to get married, because marriage is a journey. It's far. It's far distance. No be today. Our people will say marriage no be today. It is not today. Rachel also say, hello, hope you are well. Joined. Okay. Once you ask if the family you are marrying into have some weird traditions and culture, do serious research. How are children named in that family? Very crucial, very important when we talk about family values, family beliefs. Where are you getting into? The other day, we talked about marrying people from Edo in Nigeria because of some weird culture some of them have. I'm not saying that everybody from Edo have that culture, but we talked about how women, if they cheat, their children will die. But men, most men will go on and cheat and nothing happens to them. You must figure out the tradition where you are getting married into. It is very important. Only if you're not African, you can marry anybody. The people in the Western world, the Oyibo people, the white people, they don't care. But also people from Brazil have very strong tradition as well. The Mexicans have a very strong tradition. I think Jamaicans have voodoo and obia. Those are native doctors and stuff like that. Yes, so you must have to figure out. Don't even say, oh, I am an African. I'm marrying somebody that is Jamaican. They don't have. They do. They do. They have some family values and some of these things that Edo people, the Dibia, the native doctors, they do it. So figure out where you are getting married into. Hello, Mr. Rock. Thank you so much for being here. I value you. I value all of you for being here. To hear key. Show off from a man to lure a lady is so pretty. I don't like such men. I push them to where they belong. Yes. Thank you. If all young women will learn that most men are liars, they show off, they borrow pose, they borrow to come to impress you. Yes. You don't want to condone that. No. Continental food. Yes, thank you, darling. You guys, please subscribe to Continental Food. She's here. She makes you guys amazing food. Chi Kelly is here. Chi Kelly Beauty. Guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to her channel. Yes. Okay. Hello. Yes. Donate Lord. Thank you for tuning in. Sign obeys recipe and tips. Yes. Did I call it right? Is it Sino or Chino? Chino bars. Okay. I want to join the birthday tomorrow. If you don't include me, how do I tune in as a co-host or member? Okay, we'll talk about it later. The thing is that the platform can only take 8 people, I think. So send me, there is a number going on this screen. Send me a message. Save that number. Send me a message on that on WhatsApp. It's a Nigerian number. If I check tomorrow that it's gonna contain one more person, I will definitely send you the link to become one of us tomorrow. Thank you for suggesting to be one of our screen guests tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing all jeans and white t-shirt. We're going to dance. Good evening, my lovely sister. More grace. Lucky Osas. Thank you, darling. God bless you. American, I am a YouTuber. My channel is one of your members, but I don't know how to feature in your live video. Oh, okay. You caught me live. So another thing that I talked about before some people joined, there are 2 ways you can be my guest. If you are going through a traumatic marriage, apart from what you're doing, aside from what you're doing tomorrow, if you're going through a traumatic marriage, abuse, physically, emotional, whatever, or even your own friends or your families, email me at kartiavelino@gmail.com. You can be my guest and then we can talk about all the goodies. When I invite people or bring people, I don't judge people, like I said from the beginning of this. What did I say in the beginning? Oh my God. When you let your story out there, it's like, okay, you have a story, you have 20-story building on your shoulder. But when you let it out there, you feel so light, and you will also see people and hear from people who might be going through similar things that you are going through. Let me tell you, my dear brethren, you are not alone. So many things you're going through. A lot of people are going through worse than that. But I love to have you on my channel to share your stories. Email me at kartiavelino@gmail.com. Yes, let's go down and see what another person said here. Ife Love. Hello, Ife Love. Thank you, darling, for tuning in. God bless you. Yes, you never miss my life. You're always here, live and direct. Yes. So anybody have anything, any questions or any ideas of the things we have to check out before we marry someone? It is very important. Share it here. Some of you guys have also shared their opinions on the things that they know, the things to check out before you marry someone. It's Easter. It's Easter weekend. So guys, I have to leave now because I want to come back by 8:30 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's something I want to talk, but I don't want to like mix it up with this video. So we can talk about that. Stay tuned for, I don't know if I'm going to do 8:30 or 9, but I'll give you guys heads up as soon as possible because I am almost on my way out. Yes, thank you, everyone. Kartiavelino loves you. If you're not yet subscribed, please click that red button, subscribe, and share this video. Tomorrow is all dancing. Chick, are you ready? Are you ready with your dancing shoes on? We are going to blow up YouTube tomorrow. Make sure 40th birthday no be here. Not everybody are able to see their 40th birthday, but if someone is seeing and celebrating their 40th birthday, it's a big deal. And like I said, we are again in the lockdown. I am sick and tired of this lockdown. And also, I also want to tell you guys that you don't have to be in the same room, in the same city, in the same country to have fun with one another. And that's why we are creating this virtual party being done on this channel. So bring it on. We are going to celebrate tomorrow. We know monetization. We're gonna dance. So thank you guys, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye. God bless you for watching.